Let's see here. Monsieur Crossbow. Monsieur Crossbow, are you here?
Yes. Also, it's Mademoiselle.
My apologies. Mademoiselle Wolf.
Woo?
Mademoiselle Hat.
J-Mac.
Mademoiselle Hat, are you here? No. He's gone.
He did put BRB in the Roll20 chat.
Mademoiselle Axe.
Yes.
Mademoiselle Dragon.
On occasion, I'm here. Oh no. Part of me's here.
Here in spirit.
Don't make me soul trap you.
You exist. Probably somewhere in the same realm of the amount I exist.
I slept 14 hours, so not the same. Opposite of what you have, basically.
Mademoiselle Faye.
You.
Excellent. I'm going to quickly grab a drink, then I'll be, and hopefully Jen will be back, and we'll start.
Rose slept 14 hours. Meanwhile, I was up at 4:30.
I was also up that early. I just went to bed at 6 p.m.
Yeah. I may fall asleep during session. I'm pretty sure I won't, but I may.
That's okay. We all do it at least once.
Yeah, some of us more than once.
Tell you what, if you take a mid-session nap, I will also take a mid-session nap.
God. Tell you what, if you do it, I'll make it worse.
So apparently this entire session is just going to be us all sleeping.
I don't need more sleep.
No, live on Twitch, multiplayer sleep.
I ordered myself food in hopes I stay awake.
God damn it. About that alarm, I have to get up.
I mean, you don't have to.
Quiet phone. I know what time it is.
Do you?
Yes.
Hey Jesse.
What?
It's 11 a.m.
I know.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm just trying to help out, you know? You might have forgotten.
I understand that, and I understand that I am known to be forgetful, but I'm aware of the time and the date.
Now.
Yeah, well, you've done more than I did. Proud of you.
Right. People?
Yep.
Let us get to the show on the road. So, when we left off last time, you had just finished freeing the slaves from the mine.
Yes.
Who were currently huddled up, confused, and nursing their bruises from punching each other in the face.
That was not our fault.
No, it was not. It was the confusion effects of all.
Mm-hmm.
For now, they're just going to just kind of lie down in the caves, take a bit of a rest. Luckily, you're fairly confident the hobgoblins haven't followed you into the mines, so they should be fine.
They went to go find the
there's
dragon.
plenty of hobgoblin weapons for them to defend themselves with.
Meanwhile, you are free to press on towards the castle.
Yes, there was a secret passage that a goblin took that we were going to follow down as well, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Who's leading down the tunnel?
Sure.
Usually Cappy.
I was going to say probably me because I have dungeoneering and I'm tanky.
Before we even do that, how's everyone's health?
I'm pretty sure I'm full.
I am grazed, so I am down 25.
through the power of sleeping through session. I don't understand what happened.
Oh no, I'm
You're
50
full health
out
right
of
now.
62.
Yeah,
I'm
I know. I'm
missing
technically
12.
full health.
Yeah, I'm basically at 2/3.
I'm thinking
I'm
Oh,
over
right,
3/4.
if Reese doesn't want to use his, we have picked up some potions along our way.
I'll use some healing here because I can also spread it onto the slaves as well.
Fair.
I'll spend my 3rd level spell slot here to give myself 3 rounds of bardic performance to work with, and I'm going to activate my Song of Life. 1 moment. Let me just calculate how much that is again right now, because we are currently level
8.
8,
Yes.
which means you receive. Yeah, it's going to be slightly overkill, but it means everyone's going to be healed. As you all receive fast healing 5 for 7 rounds.
Holy shit.
So that's 35 health gained.
Yes. And that's without me spending. And that's without me spending any bardic performance to actually power it, just by spending the spell slot. Actually, no, sorry, no, you get. No, it goes to 8 rounds. It goes to 8 rounds, you get 40 hit points.
Whatever, after 3 rounds, I'm topped off.
We explode in positive energy.
There are worse ways to die.
I mean, it's fasting, not positive energy, so you're fine. Technically, this works on undead.
Well,
Weirdly.
we just grow a few extra limbs. Like
Not regeneration. But weirdly, it does work on undead. If I let it work on undead.
That's just okay, good.
But I'm not targeting them. Just it would. Look, everyone should be healed then.
Thank you.
I mean, was it my only 3rd level spell slot? Yeah, it was my only 3rd level spell slot. That's fine. Good, well spent. I mean, that was basically me having like a mass cure moderate wounds
Mm.
for a 3rd level spell slot, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Hopefully nobody will die.
Oh, wait.
Again.
And in fairness, Reese was still really wounded since I nearly died.
Yeah, you were quite low from what I remember last
Yeah,
time.
a few of us got pretty beaten up.
I was on 4 hit points out of 50. Yeah, because Reese has exactly 50 health apparently.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his current state. But yes, the group presses on then. Who's leading?
I'm gonna say me, because I can have dark vision, low light vision, knowledge to engineering, and I'm tanky.
Anyone objecting, or is it I leading?
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
no issue. It's usually either Amaya or Sideline's character. Fuck, how have I forgotten her name?
Actually,
At me.
Cadme,
I'm gonna
holy
go ahead
shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and scratch the dark vision and go with scent instead, because I realize that my dark vision is going to be effectively useless when in conjunction with my low light vision while I'm with people who need light.
Which is a lot of people.
How did I forget Cadme's name?
It's one of those days. Don't worry about it. You
Can,
Graham.
can the party leader please roll an engineering check?
Yes. Yes,
Good
I
thing
can.
it was you.
Yeah, for once we can actually do that.
Hooray.
Yeah, I can do engineering. It's just that Maya has the headband.
Yeah, it's just usually when it's called upon, you guys aren't with us for some reason.
Or they're not party leader at least, so.
Hmm.
So someone always goes, yeah, I'll do it.
Wait, that should be too higher for a flat 20.
Amaya,
Mm-hmm.
you're fairly sure you spot a booby trap in the floor.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
As you notice, some of the stonework is fresher than other bits.
Yeah, no, I basically just grab a piece of chalk, point it out to the party, and say, like, past this point, there's look for, discoloration, stuff that doesn't look dusty, etc.
The one problem with this bit, though, it does appear to be an entire width of corridor here. There's no kind of walking around it.
I mean, I could go past it and see if there's like a disarming lever on the other side or something.
Either that, or we could ask Astutha's new apprentice if he knows anything about traps.
Not to lose another very important person today, but Amon, do you think you'd be able to maybe do something about it?
Probably. He shrugs a bit.
Preferably only do it if you're very certain, because yeah.
I mean,
If you're not, how is it just wide or is it also long down the corridor?
It's about. You basically essentially imagine you're going through a. If you're essentially imagine you're going down, essentially almost not quite single file, but close to, with basically a 5-foot wide corridor you've been heading down, with Hestia squeezing it.
yeah, but how long does the trap seem?
It looks like it's maybe 15 feet.
Some of us could jump it, some of us couldn't.
Might be difficult
If it were 5 or 10, I could offer to just toss people across.
Doesn't work for Hestia.
Yeah, Hestia is an issue.
I
Hestia
can make
can't
her a
even really-
cat.
Hestia can't even. Well, you could make her a cat. That's true. Then you could chuck.
Well, no, I would just chuck Shiva while she's holding Hestia.
Yeah, Amon is certainly willing to try disarm it.
Do we have any idea what the trap would do?
Well, I didn't roll high enough to know that.
Dang it.
She can just tell there's basically a mechanism built into this floor, but she's not sure what it does.
There's the point that if we have to run back, we'd have to also get over it again.
Yeah.
To grab food.
I'll come back.
Yeah,
And do
what
we
if the
want-
slaves come this way?
I mean,
Or what if we have to get out with the scouts?
it is a point that, the goblin did run this way. He must have had some way to get around the trap. Even if he knew where it was, it's still a 15-foot jump for a goblin, unless he ran past it and then activated it somehow.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's
What's
a
the
pretty
trap?
decent point.
Maya didn't roll high enough to be able to figure out what it might do.
It's just basically a pressure plate at the moment, I think. But a long one, a big one.
Can I see if there's any holes around?
Yeah, I'm gonna say perception check to try and find a disarming mechanism on this side of the trap.
I just want to see where the trap's going to come from.
Ooh, 36.
You have no indication of where the trap is going to come from.
Okay.
I'm telling you because you cannot roll the sufficient check to find it. There was an engineering check to notice this trap. Because the way it's been engineered into the stonework. For Maya,
Yeah.
you do not see any kind of mechanism like that on this side.
I mean, makes sense. Why would you have an easy way of disarming it when at the place enemies could get to?
And maybe the goblin was just light enough that his weight couldn't trigger the pressure plate.
How big's the corridor?
It's 5 foot by 15 foot pressure plate.
And the corridor
so
is
it's like
5
5
foot
foot
wide.
Effectively.
Basically, it fills the corridor for 15 feet in front of us. Well,
And if we want to
like I
just-
said, I can get over there and then search for another disarming thing on the other side, but we're just debating whether that's worth it or if we just use Amon to disarm it.
Yeah.
I can help with that as well.
And there's a point that we can easily get over it. It's just, do we want to disarm it so that we don't have to deal with it if we have to come back?
I think that's smart.
Yeah.
In which case, does anyone have any way of helping Amon?
Well,
I mean, we could try Calrus' idea of just seeing if there's a button on the other side.
yeah, Kelvis just runs across at this point. Light steps. She doesn't. She ignores any mechanical traps that use location-based trigger. She literally just runs across it.
Wait! Adeline's gonna start climbing across the wall.
By the way, she's literally just doing like a chameleon style thing here.
Yeah.
Like gecko across the wall.
Yeah, basically.
Adeline, I put a hand across Amon's eyes.
What?
You're climbing the wall and you're wearing a dress.
I'm not wearing a dress. We're
Why would you wear
Oh.
a dress? We're
In
adventurers.
the super snowy climate.
yeah. Adeline doesn't wear
that's
dresses
true.
unless we're like at a formal thing or we're going to a party or something.
Cadme normally wears a dress.
Yeah, well, you're Cadme. Cadme's different. Adeline's a huntress. She goes out in
Never mind. You're
leather
good.
pants. Yeah.
Yeah, Reese could always inspire competence to Amon.
Yeah, well, let's just see if Karis can find anything first, I
If you need-
suppose.
saying if you need to do it, it's the same twice. But
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to ask. I wasn't actually 100% on it in the notes. Is our weird archmage, you probably the actual archmage, still with us?
Nier is still, I think, with us.
I mean, he seems to appear and disappear. As far as you can tell, he's still floating somewhere nearby.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if he actually stayed with us or not. And I know that he was mentioned in the notes on occasion, but it wasn't like for sure I'm here permanently.
But he's sometimes not.
Okay.
Yeah, he's by no means permanent right now, but he's sort of following along, it seems.
Perhaps just more curious to see what you'll do.
We're probably just entertainment to him.
Probably.
I mean, worst case, he gets dissipated for 1d4 days and returns. So
Exactly.
they can't kill him. So what are you gonna do?
But on the other side,
Congrats, you're on the other side.
Same.
look
There's
at...
nothing obvious on the other side.
Yeah, I'm going to roll perception to look for, like, buttons, levers, rope, something that looks like it may disarm it.
Obvious, but
Well, you can get secret levers. Maybe it's a torch sconce or something, I don't know.
Adeline's gonna do the same.
Ugh, that is a shit roll.
Ugh,
Wow!
Even worse.
Team competence, go!
as far as you can tell, there are not any mechanisms to disarm it on your side.
Nothing over here.
Yeah, nothing here. Amon, do your thing, I guess. Unless anyone has any other ideas.
Sometimes simpler solutions better, I suppose. Stifa's gotta give Amon guidance.
And Reese will inspire competence, granting him a +3 bonus.
Well, while he does like his 10 minutes or whatever it is to disarm it, Karis is going to scout ahead a little bit.
It's probably not even be 10 minutes, to be honest. But
I think it... No, that's lockpicking for his 10 minutes, I think.
10 minutes, not very long, it's not even during 10 minutes either. Most things can be done in a minute with disable device.
Oh, I must be misremembering then.
Disabling a difficult
Oh yeah,
device to
one,
round.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just misremembering. Or I'm remembering 3.5 or something again.
Oh, we'll say 9 rounds regardless. So.
It took him longer than normal. He's not the most experienced at this. It's fine.
Also, Hermine potential, I assume that's on Amon.
Yeah, it is. I can tell you Tommy's just showing you that. Probably stucking his face.
Okay. Let me extract the round, Bardic performance round from Reese. Actually, it should be rolled properly because it actually affects Reese a bit. Okay, it costs Reese 2 rounds of Bardic performance in that case.
Ooh.
That's fine.
If it costs the other thing, it would cost Reese 3 rounds otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that should do it.
No, he does not have masterwork tools.
Ah.
He's just using crappy over-the-shelf tools.
He's
That's
still
all I
a,
had.
he still has a plus 13 on that.
I mean, that was with a +4 bonus.
Ah, right.
+9 base.
That's still quite impressive for his level.
He's got a lot of decks.
I mean, he's basically all decks. So. Dex and int. But he spends some time. He spends 5 rounds, so 30 seconds tinkering with it. Essentially using a combination of small pins and random pieces of ropes that you managed to get from elsewhere in the mine to lodge the pressure plate in place that it shouldn't go down. As Eamon kind of looks up. That should do it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Also, I think I know what it does.
Oh, really?
Rich people.
Not quite.
Damn.
I think this entire section of wall would move out of the way to reveal something. He kind of taps the wall next to it.
I'm going to guess more undead.
Or big spiky things.
Either way, bad.
Yeah, let's just hurry up, I guess.
Hopefully
We'll
it's
have
not
many more
big spiky undead.
That would be bad.
That would be very bad.
He did not go for subtle disarmament there. He just went for just disable this device.
I mean, yeah, the jig's kind of already up with us.
Shit's broken.
Yeah, because sometimes it can be worthwhile trying to do it like slow and trying to do like subtle disarmament so people don't notice. No, not this case. Okay. Group presses on.
Karis did scout a bit ahead, but with 5 rounds she wouldn't get very far.
No, it's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. You probably you don't want to get too far from the point anyway. Probably.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what happens when you spawn pods of enemies in yourself when you're alone.
Yeah, fun times.
Remembering Torn with the whatever those little bastards were called.
Oh
Is
god, I forgot about that.
Is someone else now becoming party leader, or is it still me and Torin?
Sounds like it's me.
I mean, served us well so far.
Very, very well. You've known very well. President Amaya is roasting for a second.
Well, she has the dungeoneering.
It's true. There is a fork in the passageway ahead. Roll a perception check. If you have scent, gain +4.
Sweet.
Guessing that's just Amaya as party lead.
Whoever's party lead can roll. Though if anyone else has scent, they may aid.
I aid.
I can also aid.
You have scent?
Hestia?
Oh, Hestia.
I think she has sun. I could be wrong.
Well, that was a shit roll.
That including
Still a
both
31.
our aids?
Yeah, that was with AIDS.
Yeah, it's still a 31. That's still really reasonable.
Amaya,
Yes.
you're fairly sure you know which direction the main group's travelled.
Cool.
I presume you wish to follow where you think the genre went.
Yep.
Okay.
Though
The
out of curiosity, before we continue, I'm going to take a marble and see which path it goes down. Just because I'm curious which way actually is going down.
Not a smooth floor, but you might get a roll going.
It rolls down the opposite direction.
Okay, so they did go up.
Well, they were here to scout out the keep, so makes sense.
What were we saving again?
The general.
What is that?
The leader of the forces at the wall.
Okay. We already talked to the leader.
We talked to the now leader while the general's missing.
Then why do we need the old?
No.
The old one's
Academy.
better.
Yeah.
Oh.
Academy. The man we talked to was just making sure everything was going to keep going. He wasn't the actual leader as such.
Oh, okay.
Is-
That makes a lot more sense.
He was
It's
just he was just sort of filling in.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Trying to teach Cubby politics.
I figured I can start conversations while you're sorting through stuff.
Mhm. The sad thing is, I can see having many of the same conversations with Ipos, but not being nearly as adorable with it.
It takes practice.
Well, it takes practice and not being a kobold.
But you are an adorable kobold.
Visually. Maybe not to talk to.
But Tinder, I have a question.
Hmm.
You're cute, but are you bold?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Since when have any of my characters not been bold? Or at least, semi-suicidal.
Yeah, really.
Oh, Koro, we're gonna talk about so many things once you come back.
He glares at you really well.
That feels fair.
Oh, so the
As you're
boat
heading
like
down the
that.
corridor, you suddenly hear the loud sound of yelling.
Oh, joy.
What kind of yelling?
One moment.
The bad kind.
Yes, but I mean, is it arguing yelling or is it combat yelling? That's a fine difference.
Elos, Arden, secure the door. Hadley, get him out of here. Sounds like military orders going around.
In common?
Yes.
I save to disbelieve. I'm suspecting like ghost sound or something like that.
Well,
Ghost
ghost
sound.
sound can't make distinguishable.
Well, you
words,
know the
but-
kind of thing. Spells.
Yes.
You spend a few moments pondering on the voice.
Cameron, come on, we're running! I run forward it.
This really isn't a running environment.
Chugger.
I mean, seriously, if there's anyone who to hang back and then catch up later, it's the one who can technically do like 400 feet around.
Keep in mind though that since you're in a 5-foot wide corridor, if you stop, everyone behind you has to stop.
Chaos is normally at the back anyway. We dealt with that last time.
I mean, we know Hestia's at the very back right now.
Well,
Okay.
yes, but
I see
that,
the cat right now.
You can be wherever the hell you want. But... Yeah. The rest of you, I presume, run forward. It sounds like.
Yes.
Maybe
do-
not run, but like, a gentle jog.
like
Yeah.
double move, not sprint.
Yeah.
The scene that presents it to all of you is that of a very desperate, perhaps is the correct word, sight. As you see what appears to be maybe 8 clearly military individuals, and what must be 10, 12, 13, like what clearly must have been prisoners of the goblins, held up in what appears to be here the catacombs of the of the keep. Currently barring a door which very clearly has hobgoblins on the other side.
Oh dear.
Run forward. Don't say a damn. Just run forward towards the door.
Of course, naturally, the one time I roll well on my will save is when it's actually real.
Hey, You
Not
were
always good.
appropriately cautious. I will give you that.
Yeah, I was thinking, it's goblins. They are known for trickery. It wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility for it to be a trap.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I probably potentially removed this collar now, just in case.
Oh, excuse me, pardon me. I run towards the door and like shove a guy out of the way that's currently holding the door and jam my shield up against the door.
Are you wanting to help try and push the door shut?
Yes.
Are the hobgoblins currently visible, like, through the door?
Some of them are, as they're like trying to either get their arm through, or they're trying to like stab through to try and stop them from sealing it up.
Astifa's going to start liberally applying Evil Eye to reduce their strength. So ability.
She just gives every hobgoblin the evil eye.
I would like to run up to the door and use my ice breath through the opening. If they have a wide enough opening to shove arms through, there's a wide enough opening for me to use a breath weapon.
In Academy, you can roll strength, by the way.
Strong.
If you choose to tackle the door instead, you can get a +2 strength bonus for charging.
Oh,
Jimmy, are
whoops.
you okay?
Is anyone else wishing to help other than Kelrus in securing the door?
I would, but I'm noodle.
I mean,
I
you
have a dragon.
You don't have to
Adeline's
hold
going
the
to-
door. You can shoot through the door.
Yeah, Adeline's just going to take aim through the door if anyone like gets their head through. Or
I'm
something.
going to help secure the door by
Oh my god!
Oh!
possibly killing things on the other side of it.
Oh, Cadme.
That is-
Cadme.
That's my level of luck right there.
Mm.
Was Hestia going to be helping push the door shut?
She can help push the door shut. Yes.
I'm going to inspire competent Hestia to give her a +3.
Okay, it's fair.
So
Do I get
uncatted.
Do I get an opportunity to use my breath weapon?
You can roll your breath weapon, and I will apply it against the mob.
So add a +3 to this. That's a 27.
go.
Thank God.
That was not a great roll, but
Actually, I mean, it wasn't bad.
yeah. I was hoping for at least 30.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Cadme.
30 with the average of 10d6. You've got basically the average for what you did roll.
It's
Yeah,
okay,
I
Tommy.
know, but I wanted
Hestia can
above
help.
average.
Plesiosaur-looking motherfucker.
What's in here?
Adeline, would you like to roll damage against the group on the other side?
Yeah, sure.
As I understand it, S2 is penalizing the people on the other side.
Yes.
Alright,
Presumably-
there's damage.
Presumably penalizing their ability checks so they can't push the door themselves.
Yeah. I mean, -4 on an ability check is huge.
Oh, question
And-
dark.
And Kara spent one round just pondering.
She wasn't pondering, she was considering.
But yes, Bigby? Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good. I have my stamina back then.
It
I
has
will
been 10
also bring up
minutes
the
until last
point
combat.
that-
Please restore stamina.
I'll also bring up the point that even if the door disintegrates, I'm still
Holding the
can't go
shield.
past me.
You're still shield
Yeah.
walling.
I have a tower shield and the
Okay.
ability to just give total cover behind me.
So, good news. You are able to seal the door shut. There is one complication, however. Padme, you took the bargain of tackling the door instead of just pushing it shut.
Right.
And you nat once.
Oh god.
Twice!
So Cadme just face first straight into the door.
I am the door.
The wall. The wall.
You can take 8 points of blunt impact damage.
Okay.
Door hurts. Ow, door. It's sturdy.
No one has ever seen someone charge face first into a door so enthusiastically.
But the door is able to be pushed shut. as there is a brief kind of moment of calm. Though, as it's clear, the hobgoblins are still on the other side. Though at least some of the soldiers do seem to put like basically a beam across it to try and block them from opening at least immediately. Though you can tell that's not going to last forever. They've bought time. They've not bought an exit. But you are able to kind of take grips for a moment as you look around, seeing the group of battered and pretty injured-looking soldiers as well as prisoners. With seemingly one individual, a slightly almost bronzish skinned woman with almost what seemed like a faint halo above her head, seemingly commanding them all.
Ah, yes, an Azamar.
Ah, General, we finally found you, Karis says as she rejoins the group.
Afraid I'm not the general.
Ah, god damn it. You mean we have to keep searching?
She kind of finishes giving her last few orders and kind of takes a step over. I don't know who you are, but I'm Quartermaster Lucille. I am the general second in command for this mission.
Ah, sorry, we are the Azure Council. We are part of the reinforcements that have joined the wall. We came out here looking for the general.
Right.
I see you've met more than you were bargaining for down here.
No offense, but the general's temporary replacement at the wall is a coward.
Temporary replacement?
Hey, what was his name again?
Lord Guy. I never met him. Essie?
I'm sure Shiva or Essie know it. I have
Yes.
to go find the card.
Shiva or
Lord
Essie or
Jeremiah.
Karis. Yes, Lord Jeremiah, that was it.
There you go.
He's stuck in his old ways.
Yes, he's not the worst, but he's focusing too much on simply holding the wall and not dealing with the issue out here.
I mean, actually, he's been like that since he was a child, but that's not the point. Anyway. But yes, the group certainly ran across more than they intended here.
Yes, did you see the white dragon outside?
That we did. It forced us to seek shelter.
Yes.
And made it a lot more difficult.
Much the same here, it was not something we were expecting. It makes sense considering the weather, but there was no intel on it whatsoever.
I'm pretty sure it's what's causing this weather.
Anyway, what's your situation here?
Well, we've been routed back. As we were scouting through the castle, it suddenly seemed like, for no apparent reason, that everyone knew we were here.
Magical wardings, maybe? Alarm spells and such?
Perhaps. Something for sure.
Or possibly Dragon Eyes.
Either way, it caused our group to get split. And we ended up getting routed. We managed to get most of the prisoners we were trying to rescue back down here with us, but the Lord General is currently in the Eastern Watchtower.
Yes, we've managed to break some of the slaves from their enchantment as well. They're back in the mining area recovering. Could you show us on the map where a route to the mining area? And she sort of motions for whoever has the map to bring it forwards.
I've got it.
The map does not really help you much more here. It's all above ground stuff from here on.
Ah, I see.
Okay. Oh, that's even better. I know the above ground better.
But as it stands, it's a desperate situation. They've got far more than we expected in there. We need to get back and report this.
Yes, you do. We may have, as a smaller group, not protecting prisoners, we may have a better chance of getting to the tower than our larger force, as strange as it may seem. Would you guys be okay getting out of here without help?
be honest. My men, she kind of gestures. Yeah, they are pretty wrecked right now. Just not, so, some of them badly wounded, others just exhausted, not having been able to sleep in days. I don't know how much longer we're honestly going to keep this up, especially if we've pursued it. Though we'll certainly give it our best.
Reese, do you think we could spare any healing magic for them before we went? Just, I don't know how tapped you are on resources.
Mechanically, Reese has one channel left.
Ugh.
And that's my last bit of group healing.
Ugh.
All I have left after then is conventional cure spells, for however long that lasts us. I used a lot of channels fighting undead.
Yeah, and you don't really have as much as the cleric usually has.
Obviously, you know the general better than any of us here, and you know the situation. If he's in the Eastern Watchtower, how long do you think he could hold out without reinforcements?
With his tiny group, she shrugs. It's hard to tell. Assuming they know he's there. I mean, at most he's going to be able to last. Well, it's not long, that's for sure. But we're not much better of a shape either.
But you all have the advantage of being underground and being able to navigate this maze.
I mean, we do have the mines out, but I mean, if they know we've gone through the mines, they're going to just follow. On the other hand, the general doesn't have an escape at all. Regardless, though, I'm going to try my best to get everyone out of here.
So yeah, choice time, guys. Who do we help? Because my first instinct is to go for the general, because he's needed at the wall. But if we do that, then chances are these guys either aren't going to get out, or are going to be severely wounded getting out.
Doubly, if they're pursued by hobgoblins through the tunnels, they're also going to encounter your other prisoners you rescued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, does prevent this, though.
How many people?
I'm inclined to say we should help who we have here.
A question I have: how many people do you think would be with the general?
He's not got a big group. Maybe himself and two others.
You're thinking of sneaking in and dimension dooring him out?
I can't do that again today, unless someone's willing to help me slightly with that. I was thinking, I mean, I suppose we do still have the World Gate key, but I'm also not very big on
Yeah.
we use that and it's gone.
Yeah.
Could you just go away, maybe? I kind of just yells at the door.
There's a brief pause before you see an axe blade penetrate through the door, hot in your face.
I'll take that as a no.
Do you think if we
Get back out as they continue bashing.
Do you think if we cause a big enough of a ruckus, it'll, we could attempt? No.
You mean making ourselves bait so everyone can flee?
I wouldn't recommend that. There's got to be hundreds here ready.
I mean, in theory, we have a very, very good location. We could maybe do something.
Would it be possible for you guys to get on your way and then collapse the tunnel behind you so they couldn't follow?
Perhaps of what?
I don't know. I don't know what we have available.
Let's have a look.
We're spent on supplies at this point.
Make anything explosive from any of our last things, slash sound carrying anything explosive.
I mean, I know
Didn't
someone
affect
had
anyone,
some
like-
alchemist fire, but that's not really
That's
enough to
not
bring
really-
a
That's not
thing
gonna,
down.
collapse. That's
No.
not gonna collapse the world
Yeah.
also.
No.
Yeah, besides, it's not. I wouldn't really consider it explosive.
No. No.
Were there any goblins before that we took out that
That's-
weren't set on fire?
That's still out there,
Think-
dynamite.
I asked Dark about it. I think he said that pretty much all of them that we got.
Or
You know, were
you'd
fired.
either use their dynamite, or you've blown up their dynamite.
Mm.
Dang it.
Yeah, I didn't see any more boomsticks left over, so
It was a good plan at the time.
I don't have anything that could be used for explosives on me, I'm afraid. Is Feather Token Anchor only for boats?
Yes.
Ah, damn. Still have that. So I don't have a tiny toy boat.
Maybe an origami boat, but that doesn't qualify.
Yeah. And we could roll gate key to get these guys out, but then we still have the issue of finding an alternative exit for the general. Also, someone would actually have to lead them through the.
You would have to. The rest of us
Yeah, I
can't
would have
navigate
to.
it.
It would also destroy your world gate key. So
Yeah.
I don't wanna, but like. Yeah.
yeah, there's quite a few soldiers here, as well as a lot of people. But all there's a general.
I mean, why don't we all just go to the general? Can you not do that?
These
No,
these
I-
people can barely walk, let alone fight.
Or sneak through a tower at this point. We couldn't survive an open fight. People here are not in a state to try and crawl through.
And
Like,
I
if you,
assume
if you want to get up to the if you want to get up to the general, your only real way is going to be through. It's going to be through the old world's crawl space at this point.
Great.
And I'm guessing nobody has any long-range messaging capabilities.
Well, we do, but not underground.
Explain?
Flares probably.
Yeah, she pulls that flare gun,
Yeah, we've picked up several of them.
but she has been hitting different colours of cartridges. But for hers,
Not what I was hoping for, unfortunately, but
Is there an exit near her that leads to like just outside the keep?
not that I know about. It's not the one that we can get to. The hobgoblins have this place pretty secured. All the external exits, as far as I can tell, are locked down. Well, except for this. But I think they're going to change that as soon as they get in.
Yeah. Well, out of character, I suppose. Yeah. Do we go with probably more guarantee escape with people, or do we? I mean, the general's definitely gonna die if we don't help him.
Oh yeah, 100%. And these
Oh, yeah,
people
yeah.
are like 90% chance to die.
Probably alongside the prisoners you rescued before as well.
Yeah. It's currently looking like if we wanted to do both, the only way we could do that is with the World Gate key. Send us through the gate with this group to get them out, and then the rest of us try and find another way out with the general.
yeah, I mean that's the only solution I can see right now.
Yeah.
And I'm currently less used to you guys, so I wouldn't entirely mind, saving people. It's just how
Yeah.
much do we value this World Gate key?
I mean, we always wanted to save it for something big.
This is fairly big.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because
A lot bigger than we would normally spend this kind of thing for, which is usually just save our own ass.
It's a point about like At least personally, I'm very bad for using consumables, so if I don't use it at some point, I'm never gonna use it. This feels like at least a worthy use.
And
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I will also tell out of character, Keris will not make this decision. She cannot make this decision. She can't choose between saving the slaves and saving the general.
You can't put a life. You can't put a price on life. You use the world gate key. Either that or we go back with these people.
That would essentially mean L2 would have to fall back until you kind of reunite with the other prisoners, and then just world gate everyone at once.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
could probably. Yeah.
It
Okay.
would
I'm
Well,
fine with that. The rest.
it'll basically kind of combine these two plans together, because it means the others will have to first defend like long enough for you to kind of back away, and then press.
Yeah, basically. Fine with that.
I'm fine with
I'm
it.
good with it. Let's do it.
If I'm
Now-
gonna wait, if I'm gonna do, what stuff do I have would be useful for you to actually get in?
Any healing potions?
I have one cure light wounds. There's also a cure moderate that is lying around from one of the scouts.
We will
I'm
take
just gonna-
both of them.
Yeah,
We'll just nick those.
I'll just write.
I'll also say you said we were going through a crawl space.
Yeah, the only way you're going to be able to get to the eastern tower at this point is by going through the crawl space. It's a little bit down there. It connects to the old well, but it can lead up into the kitchen at the tower.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
It's the only way out of the basement that they don't have guards at.
Looks directly at Hestia.
As it stands, there's no way that we're going to get wounded people in there.
No.
No, fair.
Admittedly, or your dragon.
Well, if
We can solve that.
Then again, is the dragon really the best thing for a stealth operation to extract someone?
I mean,
if things
she
go
can be.
wrong,
she can go cat mode, I guess, and then if things go wrong, yeah, just suddenly
It's
dragon.
just a fair point. It's a stealth op from this point, because you don't want to be fighting hundreds of soldiers.
Yes.
Hestia just puts, or she just puts back on the color.
I mean, Hessa can also fly, so she's a very good escape mechanism.
Fly is a generous.
Kinda- okay. But could
She can try to slowly fall.
She
Okay,
can
but in-
fly through the charm.
Yeah, in theory, she can fly for a short enough time that could potentially be very useful for use.
Do we want to, though, considering there is another bigger dragon also flying around?
That's fair.
Listen, I will fight it.
You're gonna die.
I'm pretty sure it will win.
Listen, these are minor details that don't matter.
But also, considering it's a stealth op, looks directly at Amaya. She is not best known for stealth.
I mean, regardless, you've got to make the decision within
Yes.
a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just. The only things I can really offer are these.
What
Because
are
keep in mind the
these?
Compendium of the I put in the chat. The Compendium of the Azure has that darkness with the cold ability, so
Ooh,
fling it on
that,
someone that's a good AoE and, delay.
yeah, that could be useful. What did the Goblin Ring do?
Turns you into a goblin.
Oh. I mean, it
Pretty
could be useful if we need to
Yeah.
goblin into somewhere.
I mean, they've got two choices then. You can either try through, like, bluff, or you can do, like, diplomacy. Even that you try to, like, do, like, diplomatic stuff, or it lets you just be smaller and stealthier.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I suppose also to that effect, there's a Scroll of Darkness you can have.
Hey. Did the Goblin Ring actually let you speak Goblin as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
I mean, I think Coach just wants to keep that now for a collection of disguises.
I was kind of thinking that, actually. Well, it looks like we have a vague plan in that once again we've been given two options and gone with a third one.
Yes, but by going with the third, to go with the third one, you're expending a very valuable resource.
Yeah, I do slightly regret expending that. Like,
Okay.
Kelvis doesn't regret it whatsoever. This is the best thing she could think of. I slightly regret it because it's an expensive item.
That's two. You are withdrawing with the World Gate Key. The
Coward.
others of you, everyone else is going to have to defend. Is going to have to stand here and defend because they're going to breach down that door before the others are safe enough away. So you're going to have to defend here for a while until you
Sweet.
go to
The,
your
the moment that
guaranteed
door opens, I'm fireballing it.
I was thinking, defend you say, nudges Cadme forward.
Terror shields block fireballs, right? Right.
Mechanically, I will inform you. Like, there is no getting out of getting hurt during this because you're just dealing with troops and troops of enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine though because Reese healed us all
everybody's-
up.
Like, you're all gonna get automatically hurt from defending. So hope you're on high health right now.
I'm good.
Considering Reese is like tons of fast healing. Yeah.
I am going to spend a use of my fallback. Are we actually going to be rolling anything for this as well, or is it just damage?
You're not gonna be rolling skill checks or anything for or attack rolls for it.
Right, never mind on fallback strategy then.
You don't need to expend your valuable resources. You're just holding them back. You're not trying to defeat them because you can't. There's gonna be too many.
Mm-hmm.
Just hold them back. But okay, Estruva, you do not need to make a roll yet. You just start falling back.
Cool.
Everyone else, though, excluding familiars,
Whew.
as they burst down the doors, your characters have no choice but to fight them in whatever means your character traditionally fights.
Can I punch one of them and regain a key point?
I mean, in theory,
Yay!
everybody, please roll your total hit dice.
Oh, so like a 1d whatever. Oh, hit dice, not hit points, right?
Yeah, in your case, Karis, it would be 8d8.
Yeah. So for a brief moment when you said that, I thought you meant your total hit points and just a 1d67 to see how much damage you take.
Your hit dice. Because this is also fairly reflective, because generally people with high hit dice are also generally more melee focused.
This is hilarious. I managed to roll exactly half my health.
I mean, that's perfectly average.
Well, excluding bonuses.
That's true.
Ow.
Ow.
I have a feeling this might not be damage to us, more so that this is how well we're surviving.
What level are you? Or you're level 6 because you level slower.
Because if not, D10, Adeline would be at a severe disadvantage despite being the most combat proficient, as it were.
Your health drops to whatever you rolled.
Oh!
Ugh.
I just took 40 damage then.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm at half health.
It was like, oh, yay, I rolled quite low, yay. Oh god, it hurts. It hurts so much.
In this case, it's depending on how proficient is your character at combat of how well you survived.
Oh, okay. So I don't take
Ow.
40 damage. I go to 40 health.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless that is more health than you started with.
No, it isn't.
Oh, that hurts so much.
I only lost 3 HP, which makes sense. I'm a stone wall.
So, whoa.
Meanwhile, the nice fragile ninja who has to weave between all the enemies to get into good positions got fucking wrecked. Fucking wrecked.
That's normal for you. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just saying, this has turned out very fitting then for what everyone's stats are like.
Oh.
Adeline
Yuri
gets
done.
barely grazed.
Yuri done
Considering, yeah, Yuri did fine. She's she went down to grazed, but just barely grazed, so she's fine.
Yeah, there
It's
is my
about what
bar,
she normally
J-Mac.
does, where she dives the back line, devil may care, effectively.
But yeah, familiars do not follow the same rule in this. They do not roll any hit dice to determine it, which is good for them. Instead, Do familiars lose anything? Familiars lose 1/4 of their hit points. Yeah, that is not rolled just because it'd be too dangerous for familiars.
Alright, Amaya and Calrus, down those potions.
Yes, the group can start withdrawing.
The hell are you talking about? Kelris, down those potions.
Though to start withdrawing,
The hell are you talking about?
Though to start withdrawing, you'll need to provide some kind of slight distraction for the enemy, or at least slight moment to hesitate. A fireball or other effect that would prevent them from.
Channel negative energy.
I have very fancy, weird
I have a
illusion
fireball.
spells.
Like
We
you
have
can
points.
pick whatever you want to use. You just expend. You need to expend some resource to get them to hold back for just a moment.
I
I vote
think
Shiva
using-
illusions.
Yeah, I have so many spells. Let me use
Yeah.
something, please.
Okay.
Illusory explosives into a collapse.
It'll need to be fairly strong. So, but please select what would you. How are you going to try to hold them back?
I mean, I can just
You
use
don't have to
major.
delay them, but you do need to delay them somehow.
If I use major image, I can just conjure up the illusion with fireball and make them feel the heat of it. Makes it pretty damn real.
Either that or like the sound and image of reinforcements coming down towards them. Like our injured are pulling back and more soldiers are coming to reinforce us.
Or a wall of fire. Or a wall of stone.
Or a collapse.
There
A wall of fire
are
is actually-
options,
A wall of
basically.
fire is actually probably a better illusion for her.
Fair. Alright, wall of fire.
Okay. What's the DC on that?
I think it's like 20. Let me make sure.
Fuck.
This is what she
It's
does.
major image and Shiva has a lot of charisma.
It's 19.
Huge, massive bits of charisma.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Hmm.
So your first casting apparently is not successful. The disciplined troops are able to, perhaps just brave enough that they just push through anyway.
The hobgoblins are basically just going either die to that or die to me.
Pretty much.
How did I feel about real fire then?
I mean,
I can provide real fire.
Yeah, you'll need to provide something else to cause the distraction.
No, Hestia's pissed. She's just gonna eat her dragon charm use to make real fire.
Okay. Is this a natural attack?
Yeah, she's was supernatural, but I'm using the thing that makes her use lightning bolt, basically.
In that
Or
case,
the equivalent of.
in that case, you need to roll a certain amount of damage. I can't tell you how much, but you need to roll a certain amount of damage to push them back.
Let me see.
Okay, basically, you need to fail their save or take a certain amount of damage from whatever it is. One of the above. Or have a situation that they just can't defeat in quickly.
I'm
Like an
making
actual
sure.
wall of stone would stop them. We don't actually have an actual wall of stone.
That's
we
a
do.
shame.
I just can't follow.
That's not bad. Pew.
The enemy is wounded, but not routed. You got close, but not quite. Needs a little bit more damage from somewhere, someone.
Channel negative energy.
I mean, you can do that. Do you have selective channel?
Please don't kill us all.
Yeah, that's a valid question.
No.
Yeah, that's...
No.
That would hurt allies as well, but it might rout the enemy.
No, then I'm not gonna do
no.
that.
I'm just gonna spend a Magus Pool and Ice Breath, and if we only need a little more.
Yeah.
She
That's
did
fine.
most of the damage, but you need just a little bit more there.
Jesus, that was bad.
That's still some plenty.
That pushes you up to 40, though.
Mm-hmm.
As the hobgoblins begin to rout.
Yeah,
At least
get
for a
out of
moment.
here.
Like, it's only a few moments of just a kind of regrouping and reassembling. But that's all you need. You just need a few moments to kind of start withdrawing yourself.
It's enough for them to get a head start and for us to book it.
Yeah, as you start booking it towards the old well. To ascend to the old well, creatures must make one of the following checks. You cannot benefit from invisibility on these checks.
Ah.
You must make a climb check, a fly check if you're actually capable of flying, an acrobatics check, or a stealth maneuver.
What's the DC on the climb check?
I'm not saying.
I mean, I'm gonna make a climb check because that's my best
DC
modifier.
for all of these is the same. It's just you need to make one of the checks.
Are we able to take 10 on these, or is it too stressful?
This is definitely too stressful.
Right. Well, I'm making climb check because it's still my best modifier.
Can I fly on Hestia?
If Hestia is capable of flying.
Yes, I'll use the other dragon eye.
Do
Let's
we
try
want
that.
to, or do you want to save that for trying to get out? Although I don't know if Shiva has any other way of getting up.
Not really, no. That's the thing.
Yeah, my only option is gonna be climb.
Penalties for full plate are counted into that.
Oh, that was such a bad roll.
Yeah, no, I think that my best bet's flying on Hestia, unfortunately. So, there goes my other use of the charm, but whatever.
And what I want Adeline to do. This is slightly better.
And you can get a climb speed, can't you?
I can, but that just gives me a +8. Actually, wait.
It just
No,
gives me
no,
a
yeah,
plus
that's why I'm climbing.
Yeah, but
I-
it's still it would still be worse than my stealth.
I have Reese declaring Gallant Inspiration on himself.
Fair.
I mean, stealth's better. You stealth.
Oh wait, acrobatics was a choice.
Yes.
Okay, then Yuri wouldn't actually be doing stealth. I didn't realize it was acrobatics was a choice.
You can
He is
use climb,
definitely acrobatics.
climb, acrobatics, fly if possible, or stealth.
I
There we
choose
go.
to fly.
You succeed at one of them to get up.
In that case, Adeline's also going to use acrobatics because she is just as acrobatic as Yuri. Whee!
As you just leap, just leap the entire way.
Adeline just bounces up the walls.
Yeah, basically. It helps whenever you weigh like half as much as anyone else.
Yeah, as everyone starts scrambling or finding different ways to either basically climb straight up the well or like crawl through the passageways of the well, or one way or another, use it as an escape.
Rolled so poorly.
It is very convenient. The stone here is the same color as my skin at the moment.
Right. I've got a few steps here to work through. Who succeeded with a DC of 25 or higher?
Yuri, Adeline, and
Cadme.
Cadme.
If you got 25 or higher, move yourself to the left side of the dungeon. If you got 20 or higher, move yourself to the middle.
Oop. Oh, poor Maya.
Yep.
And if you got below 20, stay on the right.
Yeah, failed.
So, Adeline, Cadme, and Yuri, you flawlessly succeed. No complication.
Yay!
Everyone in the middle succeeded, but
Please, I didn't get more hurt. I don't have much health left.
Amaya, you're going to be in a bit more trouble.
Cool.
Because, that's always great.
I can take it.
Right, we'll cover the butts first.
Yes, please cover your butts.
Karis, please roll me a d10.
One.
And which skill check did you choose?
Climb.
Climb.
One is either really good or really bad.
Karis, well, you do manage to successfully climb out of here. It wasn't on your first attempt. Because as you were attempting to climb out, a stray bolt ended up striking you, causing you to fall and badly damaging your arm.
Can I possibly use my grasp spell to try and catch myself to avoid damaging my arm?
You can, but if you roll bad enough, it's a 15, you're going to move over to a minus category. Or
I-
less than 20, it's minus category.
I could roll less than 20. I cannot roll less than 15. I believe.
Yeah, I'm saying if you roll 20, yeah, you roll basically less than 20 with the -2 penalty, you're going to be in a minus category and things are going to be even worse. Right now, you succeeded, but there's a consequence.
The thing is, with it hurting the arm, I'm getting the feeling that that's going to like mean I can't use the arm for anything, and I don't want that because I use a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, essentially, you'll be in the position that that you will be unable to use your either left or right arm, depending on what we choose. It really doesn't matter. to wield weapons or cast spells until it's fully healed, or you have to spend a hero point to avoid the problem.
Right. I'm just quickly recalculating my sheet because my modifiers changed while I was looking at it.
Here is free to spend a hero point to ignore consequences if they just say no. Fate says no.
Okay.
No.
I have to own up. My sheet was not calculating properly. That should have been 2 lower. I should have been on 19.
Okay. So actually, you're in the worst category.
Yeah. For some reason, on my skills, it wasn't calculating my wounded penalties, I believe. So it was on 16, and it should have been 14. So.
Okay.
Shit.
That's why my bonus in acrobatics was lower than usual. Forgot I was wounded. Like, why is my bonus lower? I'll solve it later.
Why do I have to be so honest?
Okay. We'll get back to you then, Karas, but I know what you've already rolled, so I'll just have to get you the new version of the event. I'll do
Your arms come off.
Quite possibly.
Okay, 9, and I chose acrobatics.
I need to make sure I'm not missing modifiers from somewhere, because I really don't want this. God damn it.
Alright. 9. Where is 9? Okay, 9 acrobatics. If I have a companion... Nope, I do not have a companion. Right, okay, with 9 then, Reese... Oh, okay. Reese succeeds at managing to kind of jump up to escape and kind of scale his way up and get into the tunnels. But they decide to just use it as a moment of pot shots and shoot flaming bolts down
Hmm.
Reese takes 15 more damage. Which, ow. That's bad. I'm at 17 now. But that's Reese's complication over. Shiva!
Hello.
Want to roll D10?
D10 you said?
Yeah. Were you riding on top of Hestia?
Yes.
Okay.
I was.
Okay, so roll me a D10 for your combined outcome here.
4.
4, and you chose flight as your escape method.
Yes.
Do you have an NPC companion with you?
No.
You have Hestia.
If you had an NPC companion, by the way, with you, the consequence would have been he falls off.
Oh, God.
It's a valid consequence.
It is.
We haven't even gotten out of the tunnels yet.
But in that case, with a do you? Let's see. You fly up. One of the hobgoblins attempts to hook into you.
That sounds like a bad idea for them.
Using large metallic hooks. While they're not able to hold on, it can severely damage the wings of a flying creature. While you succeed at escaping, your wings have been injured.
Hestia has wings.
Hestia doesn't have wings. She flies through a magic ability of the charm.
Okay, so it's pure magic for her flying then, instead of wings. Let's see, because there is a complication to that then, which is okay. In which case, you ignore the second half of this, because the first half is you take a tiny bit of damage, which is 8. That applies to both of you in this case.
Okay.
Oh no.
And if your method of flight is via wings, your speed decreases by 10 feet, and you lose 1 step of maneuverability.
Very glad that Hestia just flies through magic bullshit.
So it turns out, like, doesn't happen. You can't actually damage the wings. You just hurt Hestia.
You bastard. Hurting Hestia.
Right, now it's your turn.
Oh god, why?
Hello.
Yup.
Why do I have to be honest?
Right, Karis, we'll continue with yours.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a 10.
I got a 1.
For a 1, but it was an absolute failure.
Yes. So originally I got shot in the shoulder, fell off and hurt my arm. What happens now?
Well, the thing is, essentially, a similar thing still happens, but you now haven't escaped yet. You hurt your arm, but didn't manage to climb back.
That's gonna make climbing up complicated.
Could she still grasp?
She could still try to use the grasp to try and re-roll, just at a penalty.
I mean, it's not going to get any worse, so I really might as well.
I mean, if it's a nat 1, we'll talk.
If it's a nat 1, we'll talk.
It's not the exact same roll.
No, that's... Is that the same
Yeah,
level?
you rolled a 5
Yes,
last time.
that is exact. I think this is the 4th time I've rolled a 5 this session.
So congrats. You still fall. You still bust your arm unless you do something, unless you have a hero point to spend against that.
Not what I want to spend. I need these 2 to keep me alive.
You fall, bust your arm, and now you're potentially with a problem. There are hobgoblins surrounding the base of the well, where you're now kind of dangling on.
Mechanically, what effect does busting my arm have?
So busting your arm, mechanically, any action that requires 2 hands, like any skill check that requires both hands, you take a -2 penalty on.
Right, so that would be climbing.
And you cannot make attacks with 2-handed weapons or cast spells using the hand that's been damaged, whichever one that is. Basically, if you have a weapon in one hand, you can't cast a spell with the other hand.
Yeah.
One of them's busted.
How am I going to get out now?
Now, you can still, of course, climb. You just have the -2.
Sad enough, that's still my best modifier if I do that.
The bigger problem right now is, so your climbing clearly didn't succeed here.
Yes.
Now, you need to have some way to get yourself an opening here, because otherwise they're just going to maul you to death before you can try getting away.
Yes.
So how do you create an opening for yourself while surrounded by hobgoblins? I mean, you have a slightly easier time of creating an opening, but...
Yes, I was going to say, could I spend a key point to proof... I know I can't for the entire climb, but just enough to get me, like, out of their reach.
Yes, you can spend a key point to give yourself an opportunity to escape.
I do it.
Okay. You may attempt to escape again after I finish resolving a Maya.
Yes.
Sup?
Hi, Maya.
Hi.
Would you like to roll me a d10?
Sure.
And I'll try to inform you what method you were trying to escape with.
Climb.
Okay.
Well, she got the same as me.
Turns out you also fall and bust one of your arms unless you spend a hero point to say otherwise.
Nah, I'm not spending a hero point.
Okay. So basically, you get put in the exact same situation as Coach. So basically, you both kind of fall down and land next to each other, both smash into the ground, hurting parts of you, as then Courage just gets up and goes poof.
Blaming Amaya, I'm sure she started falling and just grabbed me to try and stabilize herself and pulled me off the wall. That is my excuse, and I am sticking to it.
Well, you have bluff, so you might be able to convince people that's what happened.
Not Cadme, I can't.
How does Amaya attempt to escape? She needs an opening. You can create yourself an opening if you've got something that you think would be useful for that. Or you can just try to overwhelm your way out. Mostly getting attacked on the way up. Also, it's 2 versus 2.
How many goblins am I dealing with?
You're surrounded by quite a lot.
Hobgoblins.
Yeah, well, combination goblins, hobgoblins. You've probably got at least 4 threatening you right now, but there's quite a few behind them.
You know what's nice, useful, and doesn't require hands? Frost breath.
You want to create an opening with frost breath?
Yes. That was a lot of ones.
And those ones.
I mean, irregardless though, that is enough that you create an opening for yourself.
Whoosh.
No, that was close. You nearly didn't.
Now, how is Amaya going to try and get out this time?
Yeah, now you both get to declare. How are you attempting to escape this time? The DC is lower now, but
Because I may want to try and help Amaya if I can, considering her modifier and now she's injured. So what's Amaya's plan?
and of course I have to note here, the general
My only modifier is climb. Everything else is absurdly low.
Right.
Also, the generous use of a dimension door would also be appropriate here.
Not that we have it.
Nope.
I'm going to be climbing as well. Would I be able to take a penalty on that to give Amaya a bonus? Because otherwise she is not getting out. She's got a +1 now.
I can let you have a -2 to give Amaya a +2.
Doing it.
Sweet. That brings you back to a negative +3.
A negative +3.
I mean a neutral +3. I did not get enough sleep.
Oh, yeah, there's my 21. Oh,
Bye.
that is not including my busted arm bonus, so that's a 19 actually.
I still fail.
God damn it, Amaya, I tried to help. I really tried.
And I appreciate your effort. It just wasn't enough.
It's enough. Please.
As Reese shouts down the tunnel. All the DCs were lowered by 5, so the yes but is now 15. Well, the pure success was now 20.
So we both get a yes but. You can
Yes.
move to the middle.
You can both roll me a d10. If you get a result of 1, you roll again.
Oh god, I don't bust my other arm.
God damn it.
So 8 for Kelvis, 9 for Amaya.
Amaya, do you have an NPC companion with you?
No.
Okay, in which case, and you're currently climbing.
You fall down again.
No, Amaya ends up being hit by by one of the goblins' little poison dart.
So fortitude save?
Yeah, you make a fortitude save, will be poisoned.
And the poison is Drow Sleep Poison.
Not quite.
Unfucking
Nope. You do not receive the effects of the poison. You merely take 2 points of damage.
Cool.
Admittedly, the poison there is actually pretty bad. I think it was because it's I can't remember. Is it? Let me check.
Oh,
Cold poison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Carriage, you're on 8.
Yes, 8.
You're also climbing.
Yes. Please, I didn't hurt my leg. I only have so many body parts I can hurt.
Hurting your leg was one of the options,
Oh,
but not for you.
good.
That would have been a 1 on the acrobatics instead.
Oh, good. I considered switching to acrobatics instead.
If you rolled a 1, then you would have busted your leg.
That would have sucked so badly.
Each of the different rolls has a different body part you could basically bust in theory. The great joy it was. Okay. Okay, 8. Kelrus. No.
Oh?
One of the hobgoblin taskmasters echoes up his mind controlling influences at you.
Oh, fuck me! That's a will save, yes?
It is a will save, yes.
With my amazing +1 modifier. Oh, I rolled well at 18.
It gives you a bad headache, but no other. The bad headache is manifested as 1 psychic damage.
Oh, criminy.
You also escape.
Kelvis finally gets to the top of the wall. She's sort of bleeding from her nose, has a splitting headache, her axe is on her back, her one of her arms is just hanging limp.
Meanwhile, Cadley and Adley are just like, where are they, staring down the tunnel? They got up first thing.
Oh, I hate them both.
Yeah, if you had failed that, by the way, when you got to the top, I would have then asked you to roll confusion against one ally. Where you would either hurt yourself or hurt an ally.
I mean, I would have gladly hurt Amaya.
I mean, the good news is you couldn't have axed anyone because the axe is now unusable.
Yeah, but I could have still decked her.
It's true, you could have punched her and stole her key.
Yeah, well, depends how long it's been, because I kind of stole one in that big hobgoblin fight.
It's probably been a minute. You could probably punch him hard and steal a key.
Oh, yeah, it's a minute to reuse the key strike, but 10 minutes on the same creature. I keep switching them around.
But the point is, you could punch Amaya to get some key right now.
I could. It'd be glorious, because she couldn't heal that.
Mm-hmm. Also, other consequences, potentially.
Mm-hmm. Like Amaya punching me back.
Yes. Meanwhile, we'll now shift over into the mine. It's true, you assume that the others got away safely.
You have nothing that says otherwise.
But they bought you time at least. But
Stuff is kind of.
But as to you and Amon managed to kind of get the others all kind of rallied up as well as the other prisoners you found before, and find a sufficiently large area of mine to summon a portal. And you stand there with the gate key in your hands, as it resonates with power.
Okay. She kind of just looks to the slaves and the guards. Okay, get ready, because when the portal opens, we're all going to move through, and then I'll guide us hopefully back to the wall.
Okay.
Filling them with confidence there. Hopefully you won't get lost wandering around.
Attempt a knowledge planes check as you activate the gate.
Okay, just before I do this, can I buff myself? Yes, I can. Brilliant spell planner for investigative minds. I can roll twice.
That's there.
Don't forget guidance.
Yep.
Because I was informed you, Essie also has a yes, but she can deal with. So,
Someone did not keep their head and hands inside of the portal at all times.
That should be 1 higher, so 25.
flawless escape.
You bitch.
Hooray!
Though it's not an easy one, Estuva has no issues in guiding the crew through the forcible portal. Though